Buongiorno, buongiorno, buongiorno. Come va? Come va? How are you? Usually I make a video before a match talking about a little bit about the city and stuff, but seeing what's going on in Bologna at the moment, I thought I would skip it this time, but I will just tell you what's going on in Bologna basically. So Bologna was hit by a major flood in Emilia-Romagna, which is Bologna's region, is the third time in a year and a half, and it's a very big problem. There is no concrete solution right now to this problem in Italy. One of the suggestions is to give back the space to the rivers, but that would imply basically sending away people that live in that area. So it's a very complicated matter in Italy. And now Bologna is dealing with flooded streets, garage, homes, basements. There is mud everywhere. It's pretty tough, especially for the city center and for people that have a store or live in the first floor. In fact, a lot of stores were hit pretty heavily and had to throw away like a lot of stuff. For example, all the food that was there, like for Christmas sales or that was stored in the basement, had to be thrown out. There are many volunteers there helping, but more rain is expected, so we don't know how that is gonna go. Hopefully, Bologna and everybody who lives there is fine. There were actually, sadly, there were some victims as well. But I know that the people from Bologna are fighters and they will overcome this as well. So, Forza Bologna. Forza Bologna. That said, that raised concerns about the match versus AC Milan that was supposed to be played in Bologna. Obviously, because of the flood, people are not really in the mood for football there. Football comes after. First you have life, and then if everything is fine, you got football, right? So the problem with this match is that there are not concrete dates to schedule to play this match in the future. So the Serie A basically said to Bologna, and this is terrible, so they said, okay, if you don't want to play the match in Bologna, then AC Milan will win the match without playing. 3-0, 3 goals from Emerson Royale. Done. Okay? Which, to be honest, is a very shitty and egoistic behavior from Lega Serie A, but I do understand that scheduling again the match is tough. So what were the solutions? So the solutions were Bologna doesn't play and AC Milan wins, which is the worst solution possible. I would hate that personally because it raises other many problems. The other is that we play in Bologna but without the supporters. Now, the supporters from Bologna are not going to go to the match. They already made a statement about it, saying that it's a lot of problems going on. It's not time for football. The other two choices were to play the match in another stadium, so away from Bologna, because one of the problems now in Bologna is that the mayor is worried about the viability, so the roads, and with a football match coming on, that could make things worse. And so, to me, the best solution is to play the match in another stadium, right? Outside of Bologna, they're talking about Como. I think they're gonna play in Como at the end, and I don't know if it's gonna be without supporters or not. So again, Forza Bologna, Forza Bolognesi. But let's talk a little bit about the match and see what we expect to happen or not to happen. I'll give you a few statistics of the one that makes you very happy. So Bologna didn't win at home against Milan for like more than 17 matches or something. Like the last time that they won was like 2016, I think. Which is always like, yeah, is this gonna be the time they're gonna win? So far, Bologna struggles always to beat AC Milan. There were a few ties actually, but most of the times AC Milan wins. This should be the main formation that AC Milan is gonna play. We don't know it for sure. We're not gonna know it for sure until the beginning of the match, of course, and something may change. But the thing that worries me the most when I look at this is first look at the defense. So the defense has no attacking power. This is like one of the weakest attacking defenses, mainly, especially with the Fonseca style that he wants the fullbacks to be on attacking. In this case, well, we saw that Terracciano against Udinese wasn't tasked with attacking duties, right? But he did play like into this zone, more of a positional play style. Sometimes we saw him around here acting as a pivot, so that maybe Fofana and at that time was Renders could go more up the field. I don't know if this is going to be the case again, but what might happen is that this time our king Emerson will be the one tasked to go and support Chukuchuku. Could be playing next to Chukuchuku when we attack, so here the defense will, go the usual three. Chuku will come here, Leao here, Pulisic could come a little bit here, and then Morata here, and you have your usual 3-2-5 attacking that can be common with this kind of system, right? The other problem that hits me is the absence, obviously, of a playmaker, because we're gonna have Fofana and Loftus or Musa. We don't know yet, but one of those two is gonna be there. I don't know if maybe Fofana is going to have to try and do a little bit of playmaking, but I think that this game in particular will be decided by Pulisic. I expect Pulisic to come down more to receive the ball from Fofana or Loftus. Maybe Loftus can come a little bit help to overload final third. Or what could happen is that Morata and Pulisic will probably change position a while, and Morata could come here, and Pulisic in that case will stay here, receive the ball, and then see what happens. I do like Pulisic here because I think that Pulisic has a good vision, and I wish for AC Milan to be more balanced when we play. Not going only on the left side or only on the right side, but try to diversify a little bit the game, because we become too much predictable. So Pulisic will have this role of choosing what is the best thing to do, if going through the right or the left. Chukwueze is in good shape right now, so it can be a weapon. If Leao doesn't play, then it's going to be Okafor, obviously, which is going to do the same job. It doesn't really matter to me if Leao starts or Okafor. Right now, they seems to be both in a good shape. So as long as that serves the team, I'm happy with both. I do think that Leao might start because there is all this campaign to support Leao also from the management. I mean, our problem is certainly not the attacking third. Our problems could be here in this game. Bologna plays with the same formation usually that we do, 4-2-3-1, or they might try with a 4-3-3. Like AC Milan, they do play from the build up play from the defense as well. So what do I expect in non-possession? Non-possession, I don't know if Fonseca want to go with a 4-2-4. So Morata come here and try to depress. That can work, because if Bologna's player start building out the play from the defense, the pressing could help to force a long pass, and then we could win the ball back into the midfield and go on and attack again. That's a possibility. The other possibility is defending with a 4-3-3. That could be Chukwueze coming down, or even Pulisic. We saw Pulisic there against Udinese. Was doing a lot of roles in that game. I'm curious to see that. What do I want to see from AC Milan? I want to see something that, as some of you made me note, is lacking in Serie A. Intensity. Serie A teams are not as intense as they should be, but I would love to see more intensity from AC Milan in this game, or from now on, because this is what Fonseca said in the press conference in the beginning, right? That AC Milan should be playing more a European game, play style. Yeah. Intensity. intensity, and we need the players to do the job. I don't know if I would prefer Musa or Loftus-Cheek there. It depends on what is gonna be Loftus-Cheek job in this game. If it's just like defending, or they will try to make him go box to box in transition, or if it's gonna be like in the game that we played in Champions League, in which he was like picnicking in this side. It was basically like set here, the other side obviously, but like set here without a clear idea of what to do. We will see, we will see. I'm curious to see what Terracciano is gonna do. I don't think he's gonna go here like Hernandez does. Seems a bit of a waste to keep our four-man defense like always locked there, and Fonseca wants to have a lot of people into the final third. But if that happens, it's gonna be Emerson, the Magic Royale, to do that. Our defenders is gonna be probably Gabbia and Tomori or Pavlovic, or Pavlovic and Tomori. I don't know. We don't know if he's gonna keep Tomori for the speed or try Pavlovic. The main striker for Bologna should be Castro, and Bologna tries a lot of long passes too, so we're gonna be careful with that and see what happens. I don't know if we have a substitute for Morata, if he's gonna, because Abraham is still injured. Maybe Kamada is gonna be there. I'm not sure. Chuku is in shape. Let me know what you expect. If you expect any tactical ideas, revolution from Fonseca, or if you expect Bologna to win this match powered up by the tragedy that is happening in Bologna and wanting to give something to their people, that is perfectly possible as well. They will have a motivation, more motivation, and let's see how it goes. Forza Milan and Forza Bologna too. Bologna, Bolognesi, don't give up.